December 18th, 1994, Alison Botha was attacked. That night seemed like any ordinary night. Well, at first. She spent the day at the beach with her friends. She then later brought them to her apartment. That is where they played games and had some pizza. Later that evening, most of her friends left, but Alison decided that she would drive one of her friends to her place. When she drove this friend to her place, she drove back, but she would not make it back into her apartment. After she parked, she reached towards the passenger seat to grab a clean bag of laundry, but she felt a warm gust of air. A man with a knife had opened the driver's door. He told Alison to move to the passenger seat, which she did. Then he got control of the car and they sped away. He then informed her that he didn't want to hurt her, he just wanted to use the car for an hour. Frans de Dooy, the attacker, drove to the other side of Port Elizabeth to meet up with the second attacker, Dace Kruger. They took her to a secluded area outside the city. Then they told her that they were going to have sex with her and asked if she would fight them. She answered no. However, the men had other plans other than to rape Alison. They had plans to kill her. Both of them had a history of rape. At first, they tried to suffocate her. Alison lost consciousness but clung to life. Frustrated, the men decided that they would stab her 30 times in the abdomen. Alison remembers hearing Frans de Dooy stating that he wanted to mutilate her reproductive organs, but somehow he missed those body parts. But these men were not done with Alison Botha. They slit her throat 16 times. Then they asked each other if she was dead. One of them responded, "No one could survive that." When they were satisfied that they had killed Alison Botha, the men drove away. But little did they know, Alison was still alive. Alison lay there alone between sand and a broken glass. Then she decided that she would leave a clue as to who did this to her. So she wrote the men's names in the sand. Then she wrote, "I love Mom." However, Alison realized that she could survive when she saw headlights streaking through the bushes. She moved towards the headlights, pulling herself up. At times, she would lift up her head, but it will fall back because she was nearly decapitated. She finally reached the road, and there she collapsed by the white line. Luckily, she wouldn't wait long. A young veterinary student would find her. He stopped and helped her, and he used his veterinary skills to tuck back Alison's exposed thyroid inside her body. Then he called the emergency services. Alison was rushed to the hospital, and one doctor stated he had never seen such injuries in 16 years of practicing medicine. Alison remembered everything that had happened to her and was able to identify the men from police pictures from her hospital bed. Soon, the men were arrested. Both Frans de Dooy and Dace Kruger were given life sentences in August of 1995.